Hello everybody, this is me, Dirt Taco. Here today I'm going to talk to you guys about the Xbox One. You might be wondering why there's like millions of videos out there, why you should be watching this one, and why you should listen to the information I'm giving you in my opinion. Well, here's a couple reasons, and I'm just going to give you right off the bat on why I have a pretty good opinion on this and why you should listen to me and not just be like, well, this guy's stupid and doesn't know what he's talking about. Number one, I've had the Xbox since the original Xbox One. I have like 500,000 gamer score. I've played over 300 video games on just the Xbox 360 alone. That's not even counting the Xbox One. I mean, not the Xbox One, but the Xbox original. I've been playing video games since the N64, and yeah, so I've just been playing it for a very long time. And I went to E3 this year, and I saw it firsthand. And a lot of people have been talking about a lot of the problems with the Xbox One and why it's not good or anything. And I'm here to address most of those because most of those are not actual factual things. One of the first things I would like to address is with the Kinect and why people say that they're spying on them. I've actually looked this information up. The government cannot spy on you through a Kinect. Number one, because it's a single one-way system, meaning that unless you uploaded a video, that the Kinect cannot, it's not going two ways, meaning it's not going from your house to another place, let's say the Pentagon. It's not going from your house to the Pentagon where people would be spying on you. Number two, they would have to have a warrant for every house in America, because right now the only way they can tap into a phone, a civilian phone or something, is having a warrant, or somebody, basically they have to have somebody that says something that says that they have reason to believe that you're doing something of criminal intent. So just address number one. Sorry if I'm stuttering in this video. That's just because this is on my new channel, and this is also one of my first gamer console videos. This probably will be broken up into 3 parts, just because my camera sucks right now. A new camera I got, and since I'm not YouTube thing, I can only upload 10-minute video at a time. But so there's that. Number two is that people are saying there's a lot of functions with like how the Xbox Live Used is gonna works. Microsoft addressed that at the E3 announcements that they are not actually going to be how do I put this? That you are going to be able to buy used games and stuff, because a lot of people were complaining about, but they like to have handheld copies of the game and stuff, which I understand. But you have to realize though, the point of downloading stuff on day one and why that's a big deal is because when you reserve a game, you're reserving a game, and then you're paying for it, but then you're going back out on another day to reserve it. With the downloadable games, you can just download them from your house without having to move to go buy a video game, because you're basically buying the video game twice. And what I mean by that is, I know when you reserve it, the money goes towards your game, but you're having to go to the place twice to buy your game, and you basically don't have a physical copy until you go out to buy it. But with the day one downloads, you'll have it. You don't have to go out at all to buy it, and you don't have to reserve it either, because with day one downloads, it's guaranteed that you'll have it, because unlike physical copies where they can run out of them, they can't run out of day one download copies. I know this because when I went to go reserve the Xbox One, I was actually told in my GameStop that I got the very last Xbox One being able to reserve it for day one, which was amazing for me. They say that I made GameStop history, but that's not the point. The point is that you will be able to download it without having to go out again and stuff. So if people don't like going out a lot and stuff, or they just don't have the time, it's easier to day one download, and it's guaranteed that you'll have it without having to spend it $5 to reserve it, or $100 for the Xbox One case. Another thing is, there's a lot of things about how the PlayStation has more features and stuff, but that's not actually true. The Xbox One has way more features, especially if you watch TV and stuff. And people were saying, well, I don't watch a lot of TV, I watch a lot of YouTube, Hulu, Netflix and stuff. That's a major thing, because Netflix and Hulu, I've owned a PlayStation 3. Netflix and Hulu on the PlayStation 3 sucks. You might be wondering how it sucks. I'll tell you right now that the Xbox 360 has way more stuff for videos for Hulu and Netflix on the Xbox 360 than it does for PlayStation 3. For example, I'm an avid anime fan, and I will watch anime on Netflix or Hulu, but some of those animes they will not have on the PlayStation 3 or regular movies because the PlayStation 3 does not have as much of that stuff as the Xbox does. Also, when I went to go buy games for my PlayStation 3, the Xbox One, most games that are on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, they came out at different dates. The Xbox actually got them earlier, and the Xbox also has a lot more DLC downloadable content for games that are both than the PlayStation does. For example, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, the Xbox got downloadable content for that way, like months before the PlayStation did. And, or Minecraft, they did the same thing with that too. Another thing I'd like to address is that PlayStation, one of the big things with PlayStation was like, oh, you didn't have to pay for online or anything. Well, halfway through PlayStation 3 you did, and the Xbox you always had to pay. But you might be wondering, well, why is that important? Because the Xbox has had way more time to work on Xbox Live and stuff. When I had a PlayStation 3, it could not connect to anything, and I have a really expensive router system and everything. When I had a PlayStation 3, and I still do, it could not connect to anything. Like, I would try to play online and stuff, it would just not connect. I couldn't get it working. Also, it's been hacked a lot and stuff by PlayStation 3, because it's way more susceptible to hacking than Xbox. If you remember correctly, the PlayStation Network was down for like 3 weeks or whatever, and Xbox has never had that. The most it's ever been down has been like an hour, and they fixed it, and they gave us Microsoft points, which, yes, they give you video games, but it's still 3 weeks that it was down for, and that's a very big problem. And if you remember, everybody's talking about the PlayStation 4 being really good and the Xbox One being bad, but when I remember correctly, when the Xbox 360 had the red ring of death when it first came out, but they fixed that immediately, and they gave your money back and stuff, and you still got your game console. The PlayStation 3, they had to issue all the PlayStation 3s because all of them basically broke. On the day one PlayStation 3s, none of them worked. They had a huge system crash, and none of them worked. The Xbox 360 had the red ring, but it still worked. Like, you could get that fixed just by ventilating it. But the PlayStation 3, they had a huge system crash and stuff. Yeah, so I'll be wrapping this video up in around 9 minutes. Just letting you know because, again, 10-minute mark. And YouTube being stupid, but another big thing is the controllers and stuff. The only thing I'm wondering about the Xbox controllers myself is the fact that Xbox already had amazing controllers. I don't think there's really anything you need to do. And also the $100 more price mark is basically because it comes with a free Kinect. And I know the PlayStation has, like, PlayStation Move or whatever, but that's also, like, $60 more plus the PlayStation Camera, which is also, like, another $40 or whatever. So basically, you would be paying the same amount if it added the PlayStation Move and stuff with the PlayStation. Now, you might be saying, I don't want to Kinect, though, with mine. The Kinect's actually really amazing because they've edited it, because originally I didn't like the Kinect either. I bought one. As you can see right there, I bought a Kinect, but, I originally did not want to Kinect because I did not think it would be very good. But I bought one, and I've used it a lot. The only problem I had with it was when I was trying to watch a video or something, and sometimes it would catch onto it. They fixed that so it only recognizes your voice. So we got like 30 seconds left until I upload the second part. But you know what? I'll wrap it up right now, and then I'll talk about the Kinect features as soon as this one's over. So yeah, I hope you actually listen to my opinion, and thank you for watching.